think of that Canelo fight? You know, I gave my thoughts. I don't think Berlanga actually tried to win. I think he's tried to go to distance. I think McCombie tried to beat Plant though. I didn't think Berlanga tried to beat Canelo. I thought he just fought to go to distance. I really never saw him actually trying to go for the win. And when you go for the win, you risk getting yourself knocked out, which did happen to McCombie because he did try to win the fight.
One of our top comments was saying Canelo's just enjoying his golden years. He's padding his bank account and making these guys, Berlanga, Munguia, just a huge payday.
Yeah, he is enjoying himself. He's enjoying himself. He's like I said, I don't have a problem with that if you don't take the titles with you. You know, I think he's still a good fighter. Even if Benavidez would kick his ass, he'd still be like a top freaking 168 pounder, I think for sure. He's enjoying his retirement, which I guess I don't know. Did Kobe and Shaq get to do that when they got late in their careers? Did they get to just get the championships given to them and just enjoy they're just playing some? Did they get to go win the NBA title against high school basketball teams because they just wanted to win? They just want to enjoy their retirement. Does anybody else get to do that, or does that only happen in boxing? If the Lakers and if Kobe and Shaq wanted to enjoy their twilight years, does that mean they get to play high school teams for the NBA title? Does that mean that?
LeBron's
doesn't mean that, right? That's why boxing is a joke. Kid. That's why boxing is a joke.
I'd argue LeBron right now is playing with his kid. That's never been done before.
But what does that mean? That he's
enjoying his twilight years because his kid's not a first round pick.
But he doesn't get to win the NBA title by playing high school teams, though. He's got to still play in the NBA. He's got to still beat NBA teams. He's got to beat the best NBA teams in the playoffs to win the NBA title, or he does not win the NBA title. You know what I'm saying? He can play with his kid all he wants.
So you're saying this dilutes the importance of the titles when you're just having the same guy.
That's what I'm saying with Canelo. Canelo can enjoy the twilight years all he wants, but why is he allowed to keep championships fighting subpar opposition? That's my problem. My problem is not don't enjoy your retirement. Go knock yourself out, light yourself on fire for all I care. Not do whatever you want to do. Just get stripped of the titles. And if you're not going to fight top opposition, you know, no other sport allows this.
So the consensus was that Berlanga looked a lot better than we thought he looked, right?
Because everybody thought Berlanga was in the last 2 rounds to get knocked out. So the bar wasn't exactly set high, guys.
But when somebody comes in, I'm hearing from Warriors Only 1966, one of our other top comments, he came in at over 200 pounds. His footwork surprised him. What did you see from Berlanga in that?
He probably didn't come in over 200, but yes, he was big. Number one. Number two, despite all that, he didn't show any balls to win the fight. Imagine showing up that big and then actually not trying to win the fight. That doesn't count for him. That counts against Canelo because you're getting guys who just because I can find some doofus in the street doesn't mean he's going to beat me up if he doesn't know how to fight. You know what I mean? Like just because he's a 6'5" doofus in the street. And not to say that Berlanga's a doofus. Listen, he is what he is. He's qualified to that degree that he's going to be qualified, but he's not of that championship level.
Are you gonna call Berlanga a doofus to his face?
No. He's not. I know Berlanga, dude. I don't know from New York. I'm not trying to disrespect him in that way. What I'm trying to say is does it mean he's ready for a championship fight? So Bart, what's going on? Doesn't mean he's ready for a championship fight. You know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It doesn't mean he was ready. He should have been in this kind of fight. Berlanga is, I'd say, top 10. I mean, I think Ring put him like top 5 now because of this performance, which I think is ridiculous. But I think he's like a top 10, maybe top 12 super middleweight. He's a solid fighter. But bro, there's a difference between number 1 and number like 10. You know what I mean? It's a pretty drastic difference at times, you know, in certain weight classes, you know. And I don't think that he was ready for this kind of fight. You know, I don't know if he ever may be ready because if you come to this kind of fight and you don't go to win it, like at least Munguia tried to win and he just got worked out, right? As the fight wore on, Canelo showed his experience, he showed his savvy. But Berlanga never tried to win. If you don't come to this kind of fight to try to win, if you don't try to win this kind of fight, what are you going to try to win? You know, that's my question there as far as all the praise and whatnot. We're giving guys participation medals now. Like we're giving credit to guys that are just showing up and trying a little bit. You know, it's not the world I grew up in, guys. I mean, maybe today we do that, but that's not. I can't fathom that kind of mentality. You know, like put yourself on the line. You get knocked out, but go fight. Go out in a blaze of glory. Go out fighting. I didn't think I thought Berlanga was going to get stopped in this fight, but I thought he was going to show himself to be respectable. But the reason I thought he was going to get stopped in this fight is not because I thought he was going to do this. I thought he was going to come to win. I thought because it's his first big fight, he was going to put it all on the line and try to prove that he belongs on this level.
Yep.
So when I was predicting Berlanga to get stopped, I was also predicting that Berlanga to go for it. You know what I mean? So even though I felt he was going to get stopped, he was going to come out the better for it on the other side. In the end, you don't fall like that. McCombie fought like that. What I thought Berlanga was going to be, McCombie ended up being, which was a guy who, listen, wanted to prove he's on this level, getting a lot of doubters, a lot of naysayers, was defiant in the press conferences to prove that he wasn't just here to show up just for a payday, but there to prove you could believe McCombie's trash talk. It was actually believable. Berlanga's trash talk was never actually believable with all that 6-round KO trash talk, because in the end, he didn't even try in the 6th round. If he was really believing that, I mean, he would have at least turned it up a gear or two in round 6 when knowing that he predicted a knockout. So it was never believable, the trash talk Berlanga was giving. McCombie, you could believe it. It was getting under plain skin. He wasn't backing off when he was under plain skin. He kept pushing it, and then he showed up to fight, and he got in Plain's face and went and actually knocked him down and rocked Plain, and then Plain showed his quality, he showed his versatility, he showed the different levels that he is. He showed what a championship fighter is, and he welcomed McCombie. Hey, buddy, this is the championship level. Just because you hit us in the face doesn't mean we go away. We actually turn it around on you. Welcome to this level. You're going to learn from this. And I think McCombie comes out the better for it. I don't know that Berlanga learned anything in this fight, dude. I don't know if he's better for it, but because of the way he fought. I can't tell you for sure. I'd like him to be. Because I like new faces sort of coming into the new divisions and the wheel keeping on turning and things like that, and it's only in the 168-pound division, it's only going to turn as far as Canelo lets it turn. So, not all the top guys are going to get these shots, but I mean, I would like to see Berlanga come out the better for it, but it raised more questions than it gave us answers about Berlanga, in my opinion. While with McCombie, it gave us answers, Screw it, man. Put McCombie and Berlanga up against each other, bro. I think that's a good fight.
I would like to hear your response on this.
Go ahead.
Paulie has Canelo derangement syndrome.
It's interesting that we get that. I think people that say that have Canelo blowhard syndrome. And I'm right, though. I'm the one that's right in this situation. Because in reality, no other sport is supposed to allow this. This is wild, bro. What happens in boxing is wild. And the fact that you have groupies that come in and actually defend this. Nobody should defend this, dude. This is wild. Only, like I said, the Lakers don't just get to play the high school teams for the NBA title when Kobe and Shaq are late in the twilight of their careers, just because we're going to give them the respect that they were so great that we're going to allow them to play high school teams to defend their NBA title. Like, that doesn't happen in any other sport, bro. That's not allowed to happen. The fact that this happens in boxing, and then you got blowhards that defend it and are okay with it, that's wrong, bro. That's off. I don't have any derangement syndrome for wanting boxing to be a sport like any other sport should be, which is the best competing against the best and championships being fought for between top opposition, the very top opposition, not the semi-top against the very top.